This is KSSC Action News 8, reporting from Stevenson High School. I am Michael, your anchorman.
And I am Julia, your anchorwoman. Today we are going to be talking about all different things. So Michael, what are some of the interesting stories we are going to hear about later?
Well, Julia, we're going to be starting off with a very super exciting story about the dance. Then we're going to go inside the stands with the talent show. Later we'll see who the counselor of the week is.
Thanks Michael for filling us in. But first, let's get the info on the weather from this week.
Hi, this is Jasmine with the weather for the next few days. Today it's supposed to be sunny with a chance of fog. Throughout the weekend, it's supposed to be pretty foggy. Temperatures can get as high as 64 degrees with 1% chance of rain. On Monday and Tuesday, it's supposed to be pretty sunny. Temperatures can also get as high as 73. Thank you and have a good weekend.
For that wonderful weather forecast.
Now we're going to see how our teams did in the team sports.
Hi, let's see what happened last few days on team sports. After the games had last Friday, the Blues, Black Spots and Silvers were still reigning in their own division. But after the individuals in Buck and Pirate division, Jactors and Jolly Rogers became the winners. Finally, after Monster Relay on Tuesday, the Blues and Jactors were tied on Bucko division, Spikes were winning in Mariner division, and Jolly Rogers were still in first position in Pirate division. This was Gabriel Twati, Stevenson School, for KSSC Action News 8.
Now let's get to the wonderful story we've been talking about, the dance story.
Hello, my name is Jimin, the KSSC Action News 8 report. Today at the Gala Dance Party. It happened at 7:30 and it finished at 9. It was a lot of fun. People looked their best and danced. I had a great time. Back to you, Julia and Michael anchors.
Let's go to our next story and see who's the mountain man in the Expo Olympics.
Yeah. Okay, so right now, everyone in the wilderness classroom for the Expo Olympics is collecting wood to build their fires, even though they're not going to light them. And it will test to see how good they are at doing fires and wilderness, things that would help you survive if you were for some reason stranded.
So, what type of fires will you guys be building today?
Log cabin fires, teepee fires, and lean tune fires.
And is there any specific challenges in building these fires that you would want people to expect?
They should be sturdy. I've actually almost stood on one of the other fires that they put up, but they should be sturdy enough. Should be able to at least take a couple out so they don't just fall completely. Shouldn't be way too open because if there's big holes in the fire, not really going to work very well. And hopefully their sticks are the right size, because I've seen some kid carry it out a log. That wasn't very useful. But so hopefully they'll do well. Oh my gosh. You guys have enough wood. I think you're good, guys.
Well, anyway, we're going to hopefully get started soon with the Expo Olympics.
Right.
So right now, everyone's building a log cabin fire, which is basically sticks stacked on top of each other, as you see here. And it will eventually burn a very hot cooking fire, and if done properly, it will be also
hey guys,
very
take
strong.
your time, okay?
So right now, everyone's building a teepee fire, which is designed basically for light, and it would help signal something such as a helicopter in the wilderness, and hopefully Hank and Josh will tell you a little bit more about that.
The fire is generally really open compared to most other fires. A little light from the inside comes out. It also doesn't burn really hot, so all the fire is orange and yellow, therefore even brighter.
They're not really that long. They last for about 45 minutes. They're not as efficient as a log cabin or a lean tune fire. They're 100% for light. You can't cook with it. It's just so people can see or you can see what's around.
They're used a lot in bonfires. That's really about it.
Well, thank you for that.
You have...
Here's the question. That's quick. Alright, now here's the big question.
Can we take a stick out and it stands up still?
No. That would be a no. Still pretty sturdy for if if that stick burns and it collapses. Now you have this on fire, which is kind of hard to keep firing, but it will work.
Okay, so that's all we have for the Expo Olympics. We will do a ton of other things that will test your Survivorman skills. Hopefully we'll see you next time.
Thanks for that inside scoop, Dominic. So, Michael, what's coming up next in our schedule?
Let's go to our next reporter and see who's the most talented in the talent show.
Hi, I'm Surya. For this news broadcast of KSSC Action News 8, I will be talking about the talent show. This year we had a wide variety of talents such as dancing, singing, and instrumentals, and other amazing acts. While Alyssa's clinics and workshops rocked the stage, while the counselors had awesome acts, including Rick Storkin with boy band, and all the other counselors dancing to Fantastic Baby. Back to you, Julia and Michael.
That was some talent. Thanks. Back to you, Michael.
Let's go find out what Molly has to say about being the Counselor of the Week.
Hi, I'm Alexandra here with Counselor of the Week, Molly. Molly, I'm going to ask you a few questions, okay?
Okay.
Is this your first year being a counselor?
Yeah.
Do you like being a counselor?
Yeah, it's great.
Okay. What's your favorite food?
Mexican food.
How old are you?
18.
Where do you go to school? Where are you going to school?
Oh, I'm gonna go to Connecticut College.
Did you go to Stevenson?
Yeah.
What's your favorite color?
Blue.
What team do you coach?
Spikes.
Okay. What's your favorite sport?
Volleyball.
What do you like to do in your free time?
Sleep. Yeah.
If you could go anywhere, where would you want to go?
Probably like Ireland.
And what do you teach?
I teach photography, all 3 periods.
Okay. Thanks, Molly. Back to you, Michael and Julia.